Dear Past Me, finding the perfect college roommate. I honestly think this is one of the absolute hardest things that you have to do before college. And that is like on top of all of the like super confusing paperwork and all the deadlines you have to remember and buying everything you possibly need to live on your own. Finding a roommate is like 10 times harder than all of that because you have to find someone that you can trust with like everything you own. So while random roommate may definitely work for some people, and I've heard awesome stories about it working out, I was way too terrified to ever even consider that as an option, and I just needed to find a roommate ahead of time and know exactly who I was going into college with. And the best way by far to find a roommate is on an online college roommate finding dating site type thing. And what I mean by all that is that colleges have either a Facebook page or a website, or there's just different websites for finding roommates that are just very general and you can just type in your area. That sounds like so sketchy, but I don't think it's that bad. But those can cost money. So the best way is to just go on Facebook and make like a roommate profile and find someone that way. But using this idea, you basically have about a paragraph to make someone that is perfectly suited for you find you and choose you as a roommate. So clearly it is super important to make the absolute perfect profile. So here are my 5 best tips on what to put on your roommate profile to find the perfect roommate for you. Alright, first things first, before you even begin to write yours, you want to make sure that you go through and scroll through any other ones that are already written up. Because chances are you are probably not the very first person to write one, and so you want to make sure that you are saying similar things to what other people are saying, keeping the length in mind, and it just gives you a little bit of inspiration to see maybe what you want to talk about, what you might share in common with people already, so you want to make sure you add that in, and just give you a little familiarity with maybe the setup of what you want to talk about in your paragraph, how you want to format it, and how to present yourself to the wonderful world that is your college. Once you've got an idea about what people around you are doing, it's time to begin yours. Now, I remember, I think mine took about an hour and a half to write because I was so nervous and like rewriting things over and over again to make them sound perfect. So to start off, I would just say, get all of your ideas down. Say the basic information like your name, where you're from, your major, all of that sort of stuff. Just get that out there, be super friendly and inviting, and just start with all the basic stuff, maybe some of your hobbies, get it all out there, and just sort of throw it all out there so you don't forget anything. Next up, I would recommend putting some of the things that maybe you're looking for in a roommate. If you want a gym buddy, if you are looking for your absolute new best friend to watch Netflix with till like 4 in the morning, go to games with, someone to study with, and if you're looking for someone to study with, you might want to pick someone actually in your major. All sort of stuff like that. Throw it all down there. Don't really worry about how it sounds, but just get it out there. Now is where it may get a little awkward because you need to mention maybe some of your pet peeves. Some of the things that you could absolutely not live with someone if they did blank. For example, if you are a neat freak, you would probably rather crawl in a hole than live with someone who is an absolute slob, as long as the hole was clean. Or if you are someone who likes to just stay in a lot and study, you may not want a total partier because they will be coming in like 3 in the morning and you might have been sleeping for 4 hours or still trying to study. So definitely make sure you know exactly what you do and you don't want and are specific about it. Now it's time to take all of the mess of words that you just randomly threw down there and format them into a nice little happy paragraph. My biggest piece of advice in this part would just be to be yourself. You don't have to be using these huge fancy words or have it absolutely perfectly formatted in MLA format. You can have bullet points, just be yourself. I feel like you can tell a lot from the way someone writes something. So just format it the way you would like to. Sound super friendly, put some exclamation marks, put some emojis in there. Sound like a really fun, easygoing person. Be super friendly and just sound super excited to go to school. Because if you are like, I'm just doing this because I have to be here, I am going to be in like $200 million of debt at the end of this, I don't really know what I want to do, I just sit inside and do nothing all day, you will sound like Eeyore and no one will want to be your roommate. So keep it light and fun and just throw yourself out there. Don't be afraid of, if you are super passionate about something and you might think other people really won't think that's cool, then that's not someone you probably want to be friends with anyway. So just be yourself, throw yourself out to the world and be completely honest. And of course, finally, you just want to go ahead and hit that little post button. But don't stop there. If you really want this process to work, you have to reach out to other people as well. Scroll through other people's posts, like them, comment on them, any similarities you have, and message some people, get to know some people. Just start talking, making friends. Even if someone doesn't work out as someone you can necessarily live with, you could still be making an awesome friend. So those are my top 5 tips on creating an awesome roommate profile so you find the perfect roommate just for you. Sincerely, your future self.